What is up, ladies and gentlemen? JP literally just confirmed that they are going to start cutting, and if that happens, we know what happens, and that is exactly what we see on the markets. Everything is rocketing, and if you follow my content on Twitter, you know I have been tweeting about this some time ago now. I have tweeted actually today as well, saying, let me scroll down here. I tweeted, I believe we'll see a massive pump this week targeting at least 68,000 BTC. We're a major 4-hour demand zone that had a massive liquidity rate. We see a market structure shift on the 15-minute, and there is a massive buy-side liquidity build above. Whether this is a retrace and or a manipulation before a massive dump or the beginning of the next leg up is yet to be seen. I think it's silly not to be exposed. I tweeted this today. If you look at the chart, I tweeted this around here. So this is the 15-minute market structure shift down here, and I tweeted it around this level. Now, before the FOMC, what is interesting is when this whole ETH, the lawsuit and all that shit came out, the market started dumping, especially altcoins. So if you look at this, we had a major dump after this announcement as well here. If you look into the 15, you saw we were pumping here, and then the news came out and we started dumping. We took liquidity on these relative equal lows on INJ, for example, and then dumped lower. So what is interesting, what I wanted to say about this, I want to explain to you why I thought this was going to happen. And then again, I tweeted just now, previously under the comments, someone was saying, what do I think about a 65,600 that got rejected? And I did not think that was an important level. As I explained on the picture as well, is that we have this 4-hour resistance down here, 4-hour demand zone, sorry, down here. We do have lower lows, lower highs forming on the way down with the 50% retracement happening, so there's no reason to come back. I'm going to explain that in a second as well. And we have a major liquidity rate, and that took liquidity here, so we could technically start moving up. The level that we got to look for is 68,000. So that is exactly where we are. Also, I'm just going to show you here. You probably follow me on Twitter, so you know, but also wanted to show you here. So I actually said I will see how markets react, might take this to the next leg. That means that I am loaded on APE and ING. These are the two tokens that I got in on leverage, and I want to explain to you what I'm thinking. So when I said we had a major liquidity rate and we had a 4-hour demand, that is exactly what I mean. So markets move in ways. If you follow my content, you know this, but basically you have to have a 50% retrace every time you have a leg down. And if you look here, you did have a 50% retrace. We look at the hourly, we did have a 50% retrace here. So we do have a dump, a rejection, 50% retrace. Then we have the same 50% retrace happening here. That means market makers are in play. That means that the move down is efficient. That means there are no gaps left there that we need to fill. So there is no reason for the market to come above this level because it already retraced 50%. Then you can move all the way down and you got the 50% retracement. We came back up to premium and further down. So that said, the only place where we even had the 50% here. Sorry, we even have the 50% here. So that said, on the hourly chart, this is our decision point. This is our high. So if you consider this, this is the DP. Why do I not see that decision point? So this is what we have to be, and we are literally breaking it right now. So we're literally breaking it right now, and that means that this here is a strong market structure shift, and that actually means that we are not even this 68,000 that I was talking about might not even be that relevant no more. But basic idea here is that when I went down to the 15-minute and I saw this 4-hour demand zone that I marked on the chart that you could see here, what I saw is that we need to see a lower time frame reaction, and that is exactly what we saw here. We saw a 15-minute market structure shift, which is basically a higher high after grabbing liquidity here. So when you see that, you want to wait for a 50% retrace, and I'm super happy that that 50% retrace happened. Because after this 50% retrace, we can confirm that the move is efficient. That means that this level here is now, this level here, this 62,000 level here is a very strong level. So we should not go below 62,000. We have a very clear invalidation. However, what happens is that now we are, so the 15-minute is done, 50% pullback is done, so we are ready to move further. So what is happening, we need to close above the 65,000 region, and once we close above that 65,000 region, let me see what the level here is. It's 65,802. That's what we need to close above. We are kind of closing above. We have 10 minutes to close above, but once we close above, a 50% retrace is still possible, which would put us around 63, 64,000. And from there on, we could send. The rejection might come from this OB up here, which is 66,800, then come down. If we don't close below the 62,000 level, we are good. And what are we looking at next? So first of all, massive liquidity built up. Massive liquidity built up. And this liquidity is going to be taken. So even if we are going for a daily retest, which I was assuming we are going for, right? So if you pull up the daily chart, you see that we did not have a 50% retrace here. However, this down here was, so this was a 50% retrace. I don't want to go into details now. Go back, watch the shows that I've been making. I explained everything there. But we need to have a 50% retrace on the daily as well. And that will put us around 55 to 56,000. This is why I said in my tweet here is that we might be, now everybody's getting bullish, not happening just yet. We are in early, but we need to pay attention. If we don't close above 68,000, this is just a retest, and we are looking at 56,000 or even 52,000. So what I explained on the hourly, we need to close above here at 65,800, and then we need to close above 68,000, which is the 4-hour level. So the 68,000 is the 4-hour high. We need to close above that for us to confirm that we are going for another run, potentially above 73,000 and making new all-time highs. So, but if we would be going for the daily retest, we could just simply do this. If we break above 68,000 and hold, so we are able to close above, I don't think we are going to come back for the 50 on the daily. However, if we don't hold above, so we just wick through or whatever that is and we start coming down and we are losing that 62,000 level, the likelihood of us touching this 55 to 56,000 is very, very high. So that's what we need to pay attention. Or what can happen is that we have a blow-off top. I also talked about this on Twitter not so long ago. And then we see the major correction down to the 50% level, potentially to 56 to 58,000. These are the levels that I'm looking for. So now you see why I longed, what I was looking for. I was waiting for a 4-hour retest, as I explained. Then I was looking for a 15-minute market structure shift. We got that. Then we got the 50% retrace, and then we got the break. We're literally breaking above the hourly high as well, which is the market structure shift on the 1 hourly chart. We need to see it would be nice if it was closing above. So we got 8 minutes. It would be nice if we close above here. If we are, it's a very, very, very strong indication that we are going higher. I am long INJ, so the same scenario here. If you look, my chart is a little bit messy. Sorry about that. But if you look here, let me just clear this up fast. So if you look here, we are coming down to a major. This is also a major level. Did not hold, so we came down to this level here. We touched on, if you go down a lower time frame, you will see that there is the beginning of the inefficiency here. We touched that level. We make a strong market structure shift. Basically, we take liquidity. So as you see here, we have a range forming here. This is our range. Then we take liquidity on the low here. You see we create a new low and then we start pumping. I would not be surprised to see a retrace here, at least to 50%. That will go down to 35.9, and then from there we are pushing again. On the hourly, we need to close above this level up here, which is 39,000. But if we do that, I mean, we are potentially looking at a new high at 52, 54 and higher. I don't even know what the daily is. Let's look at the daily. Oh, it's price discovery. So we are going for new all-time highs here. Ape as well. I heard very, very good things about Ape. The reason why I aped into Ape is because of the same reason. So we are. Why is this chart so fuzzy? Let me bring this up again. I actually use, just so you know guys, I use Blofin. I love Blofin. There is a link in the description, non-custodial, non-KYC, available worldwide. Very, very, very nice guys. I know them personally. I use Blofin. If you want to check it out, there is a link in the description. You get some bonuses if you sign up with my link, and you have nothing to lose. So what I wanted to show is that on Ape, the same scenario playing out, right? We have a major 4-hour point of interest. We pull back there. If you look at a 15-minute market structure shift is happening here. Here is the 15-minute market structure shift happening here. Then we have a decent pullback, a 50% pullback down here, and then a push. So that's again That's again what I'm looking at. And we are, the only difference here is that we need to see a break above the 2.15 region to confirm on the 4 hour. But again, massive liquidity built up. You can see it here. If this starts flying, it will start flying. Like it's not even a question, it starts flying. But again, we need to pay attention. We need to pay attention to Bitcoin, what Bitcoin will do, whether we retrace and whether we can hold the 62,000 region. And if we can, oh, my head was cut the whole time. I have to reset the whole thing here again. But if we can hold above there, then that is a very strong indication. Just wanted to bring you some alpha. I am coming back to YouTube. I just have so much stuff going on with Benter. I'm very happy about it. I'm bringing money-making tips, money-making videos on there, so check that out. Subscribe to this channel if you want more of this alpha. Let me know in the comments. Smash the like button. And once I caught up with everything, which will hopefully be I literally don't sleep. Like, I literally don't sleep. So once I caught up with everything at Benter, I am going to come here and I am going to bring you the best alpha. We'll do live trading shows. I'm gonna bring you these kind of check-ins. If you like this kind of content, when you just check in here and we chat and whatever, and I'll let you know what I think about the current stand of the market, let me know. And yeah, subscribe to the channel. Much love. I'll see you in the next one. And I wanted to bring this cool stuff up, but it didn't work, so I just say goodbye. See you.